Rock and roll. We're live.
All right. Well, welcome to Summit Center for Spiritual Living, where we share universal good through love. And Michael's going to explain the candle and why we do it.
Well, and good morning and happy new year to those who I haven't wished that to, and to everyone who watches it, because I know you're out there. You are out there. So thank you for being there. And so I like this candle. I like the first wick. And again, the wax itself represents that there's only one. And again, our one light, our light in that candle. That's the light within us. And so we let that light shine brightly. And it's amazing what happens when you go ahead and you light the second one. Is that when we meet as community, that our light shines much brighter to the world. So thank you.
All right. Well, thank you. John's going to lead us in a song.
Joy is wonderful. Joy in the morning. Joy in the afternoon. Joy in the evening. Joy again soon. When we are happy, joy is how. Joy is wonderful. Joy is now. Joy in our home. Joy in our work. Joy in relationships. Joy at a birth. When we are happy, joy is how. Joy is wonderful. Joy is now. Joy in accomplishment. Joy in getting done. Joy in doing well. Joy in having fun. When we are happy, joy is how. Joy is wonderful. Joy is now. Joy is now.
Welcome, John. Thank you, John. So today we are going to be doing our second series or second chapter of the Introduction to the Science of Mind, as part of our month, our usual thing in January, where we go over the basics of science of mind by going over the introduction, because it's very good stuff. And Carol Ann Drick is going to be leading us in the way it works here in a moment. And hello to Deb. I'm sure you're here somewhere.
Hi, Deb.
And then anyway, so I am fortunate that my surgery got postponed, and because my hemoglobin was a little bit low, and it's already high enough for them to redo it. So I'll find out tomorrow, or early. I'll find out sometime this week when they're going to redo it. I don't know when that's going to be exactly, but we'll see what's going on. All right. So with that, Michael, why don't you do our 365?
Yes. Well, good morning, everyone. And this is from Science Mind 365. And this is, again, it was a series put together of meditations that Dr. Ernest Holmes wrote over the years, mostly for the Science of Mind magazine. And this is called the impersonal law of personal good. And they quote Matthew, it says, "All power is given unto me in heaven and in earth." Dr. Holmes's commentary, it says, it's interesting to note that while Jesus said that all power was given to him in heaven and earth, at another time he says that he of himself could do nothing. Now, this sounds like a contradiction, but until we understand the subtlety of its meaning, Jesus realized that there is but one power and one presence. And he knew that we all lived in this presence and by this power. He also knew that when he surrendered himself to this presence, that is, when he thought the thoughts of God after him, that the power would automatically respond to him. Therefore, in surrendering himself to the presence of good, he commanded the law of good. This is fundamental to our whole concept of what we believe and the way that we use it. For we use the law of good, which of itself is entirely impersonal and independent to us, like all the other laws of nature. Responding to the presence of love, we use the law of good. And this is what meditation, affirmation, and prayer means. So let's pray. I am now dependent upon the power that's greater than I am and upon the law of good that's available right here and right now. And I identify my life with the presence and the power and the love of God. I recognize the divine presence within and around me and within all people. And if there's anything that's within me that denies this presence of this power, I loose it. I let it go. I surrender myself to the complete conviction that everything necessary for my well-being, for my physical, mental, and spiritual self-expression is now operating in and through and around me. And I know that everything that I do shall prosper. I know that the one life, which is God, is my life now. Therefore, I accept the gift of life and love for myself and for all people. Science of Mind 365.
All right. Thank you, Michael. And Jonathan's going to lead us with a song, in the meditation. We're not hearing you for some reason, John. That's better.
I am the radiant pulse. I am the radiant pulse. We are the radiant pulse. We are the radiant pulse. I am the heart of life. I am the heart of life. We are the heart of life. We are the heart of life. I am the bliss of joy. I am the bliss of joy. We are the bliss of joy. We are the bliss of joy. I am the presence presence of peace. We are the presence of peace. We are the presence of peace.
And as we recognize that we are the presence of peace in the radiant light, let's just know with me, let's take in a deep breath and just release and relax and just let go. Let's take in another deep breath. And as we release and relax, just allow the chair to support you or wherever you may be. And then one more great big deep breath in. And as you release, really let go of any tension throughout your body, from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. For there really is only one power, one presence, one mind, one activity, one life, one light, one joy, one peace, one beauty, one wholeness, one perfection, one completeness, one prosperity, one abundance, one wisdom. And that one is Spirit or God, mind, the Creator, whatever you want to call it. I like to call it God, but God is always present in us, through us, as us. And because of this, we are one with God's presence and power and joy and wholeness and perfection, prosperity and abundance. I now speak my word for Summit Center for Spiritual Living, for I know that each and every person that is here, each and every person that sees this broadcast or hears this broadcast now or in the future, we just know for them that wholeness and love and peace is filling their lives, especially peace. The peace is ultimately the understanding that we need to have between each other and be with God. For peace is already there. We just have to accept that peace no matter what it is. May not look like peace at times, but there is always peace beneath it, always there, always available for peace to expand and take over whatever the situation may be, just like love or joy or beauty or wholeness or prosperity. All of this is happening right here and right now. I speak my word for Carol Andrick. Her words are God's words as she speaks about the way it works today. I know for her that each person takes back with them something that they may not have realized before, or gets a reminder of what is good for them and for not only them, but also everyone around them and the planet, the people on this planet. I know I give thanks for John doing the music, give thanks for Michael having done the 365, and for Hannah doing the Facebook Live, for Kyle being here, for Tim being here, for Deb being here, for everybody being here. I am just so grateful. And for those ones that I don't necessarily see, but do see us anyways, I'm grateful for them as well. So I just give thanks. I give thanks for all the good, all the positive energy that I can possibly imagine is happening right now. It's positive energy within each and every one of us. And because we are gathered together, we are putting this positive energy out into the world and helping to make this a better place. A place of love, place of joy, place of peace. So with this, one more time, I give thanks. And I now release my word into the law, knowing it is done because I spoke my word. It never comes back to me void. It only says yes. And so it is. And so I let it be. Amen.
I am the power of love. I am the power of love. We are the power of love. We are the power of love. I am the radiant pulse. I am the radiant pulse. We are the radiant pulse. We are the radiant pulse.
And as you open your eyes and return, please also open your cameras and take a moment to look into each other's eyes and just see the wonderful, magnificent being of each other. I am grateful and I'm thankful to see each and every one of you. And Hannah and Tim, we know you're there too. Deb, I can't see you, but we know you're there as well. All right, so it is my pleasure to introduce you to Reverend Dr. Carol Andrick, who is going to be doing The Way It Works from the Science of Mind introduction. Carol Andrick? Yay!
Hey, thank you, and good morning. Good morning to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. Your presence is outstanding. You would be amazed at all the energy that you bring to this call, whether you're seeing it live or you're seeing it recorded. That energy is there and it's growing stronger and stronger every week. And I'm very thankful for that. I really am. Please know that your presence is enough. Your presence is enough. And once we know this, we begin to discover the way it works. Absolutely. This chapter is 5 pages. 5 pages. That's it. And it is, to me, the most powerful, the most exciting chapter in the whole Science of Mind book. And once you get it, you're going to say, oh, it's so simple. Why doesn't everyone just jump at this opportunity? Because there is a simple realization here. Very, very simple. And what it is, and I'm going to read it to you. God is universal. And as much good as any individual is able to incorporate into his or her life is there to it is theirs to use. I'm going to say that again. I kind of stumbled with it. As much good as every individual is able to experience in his or her life is theirs to use. We have an unlimited supply of good. I mean, this is like having a gigantic sale 24/7 where everything is available and we can get as much as we want and it doesn't cost us anything. This is it. This is the whole premise of this whole book. This is what Science of Mind and Spirit is all about. And it's exciting. It is so exciting. And I always jump at the opportunity to talk about this. I have an extended Science of Mind book that was given to me by Michael, I don't know, many years ago. Many years ago. And I absolutely love it. It is so incredible. It is so filled with just what I need. I can literally open it randomly and it will pop out what I need. Yes, it is there. It has 981 pages in it. The regular Science of Mind textbook does not have that. It has an index with 201 pages. It has a concordance with 310 pages. It has a glossary of 71 pages, and then it has meditations of 62 pages. So there's a lot of extra in this, but you don't need all the extra. All you need is this chapter. This is one-stop shopping, and that is how exciting this chapter is and how simple this chapter is. And what I am going to do is I'm going to just read selective portions out of it and then talk about it a little bit. And I am going to start with universal mind, or spirit is God. There is a universal mind, spirit intelligence, that is the origin of everything. We know that. We know that. And when you look at that, you think, wow, I am important. Everyone is important. Everything is important. It is first cause. It is God. This universal life and energy find an outlet in and through all that is energized and through everything that lives, everything that is energized. Oh my goodness. We can increase this by increasing our awareness. There is one life back of everything that lives. There is one energy back of all that is energized. The energy is in everything. There is one spirit back of all expression. That is the meaning of the mystical saying, in him we live and move and have our being. Mm-hmm. Think about that. Think about that. There is a spirit, or this individual causes, and nothing, absolutely nothing out of which all things are to be made. Now, spirit plus nothing leaves only spirit. Hence, there is one original cause and nothing out of which we are made. In other words, we are made from this thing. This is why we are called son or daughter of God. That is pretty simple. We know that this is what we are because we could not be anything else. But we do not know how much of this we are. When we see it as it is, then we shall see ourselves as we are. And here is the key. We only see it by looking at it through our own eyes. Through our own eyes. And you, I'm sure, have heard me say at some time, I have reason to believe that the thing that looks out behind my eyes is the exact same thing that looks out behind your eyes. The exact same thing. Here it is. Hence, we can only see it by looking at it through our own eyes. Hence, we shall find a better God when we shall have arrived at a higher standard for man. If God is to interpret himself to man, he must interpret himself through man. And the Spirit can make no gift that we do not accept. That's clear. That is really, really clear. The Spirit can make no gift that we do not accept. And all we have to do is say yes. All we have to do is say yes. Good, and we sing all the time, good and more good is mine. That's exactly what this is saying. And that doesn't mean we're, quote, the do-gooders. It is fact that with an open heart, we find places every day to be of assistance, to be of help, to be good in little things. I was over at the Lutheran Church yesterday, and it was pretty icy out, and I walked out with one of the ladies, and she said, "Oh my goodness, the steps down to my car are going to be icy." And I said, "Well, okay." I said, "Yeah, my car's down there parked next to yours." And I said, "Let's walk down together." And she said, "But I have to hold on to the railing." And I said, "Well, how about if you hold on to the railing and I walk beside you?" And she said, "Oh, would you? I would like that so much." Small things of good add up very fast. And it makes us able to see more good and be able to do more good. Let's see. Jesus summed up his whole philosophy in the simple statement, "It is done unto you as you believe." The great teacher looked so deeply into nature that she revealed her fundamental simplicity to him, that believe and that as symbolize, I'm not reading this right. I have so much energy going through me. When I have energy going through me, my eyes get teary. Let's try this again. Jesus summed up his whole philosophy in this simple statement: "It is done unto you as you believe." The great teacher looked so deeply into nature that she, meaning nature, revealed her fundamental simplicity to him, that believe and that as symbolize heaven and hell. And as we suffer, not because suffering is imposed upon us, but because we are ignorant of our true nature. And what is our true nature? Our true nature is to be loving and kind and follow the footsteps of our master teacher. The Spirit works for us by working through us. A nice quote from Emerson: "There is no great and no small to the soul that maketh all, that we may experience a greater good because we have conceived it. Therefore, our belief sets the limit to our demonstration of a principle which of itself is without limit. It is ready to fill everything because it is infinite. So it is not a question of willingness nor of ability. It is entirely a question of our own receptivity. Are we open Are we walking alert and aware, or are we so in our mind that we miss the beauty? We miss the silly things that happen. We miss the time to reach out and be a sissy. Where are our thoughts? Where are we going? We live in such a mental world these days. I mean, you get news 24 hours a day. You can be on your cell phone forever with all the different things that are coming up and the opportunities, or you can go to another place and look at all these uh, silly things that people have developed. All these things, and I'm not saying they are wrong, all these things can take us away from our true essence. And we can become addicted to them. Hey, I like to look at some of those things, and when I do that, I say, okay, I got 15 minutes to kind of enjoy what's going on here with my friends, and then it's time to get back into what I want to be doing this day, how I want to create this day. So the question becomes, how much can we believe? And it was, we go by the way of the law, and that we must go the way of the law. It is a fundamental tenet of science, this science, because nature obeys us as we first obey it, and our obedience to it is our acceptance of it. How much can we believe? As much as we can believe will be done unto us. Okay, and the question is, do you believe? How much? And the level of your belief, the level of your acceptance of good and more good is the level that we are going to be receiving. Now that's simple. That is really, really simple. And so it's up to us to stop living so much up here, but come down into our heart to live. And I know I've spoken many times about just putting your hand on your heart so that focuses your thinking and helps to open your heart center. Yeah. And when you look at, just looking at it pragmatically, where do you want to live? Do you want to live in a world that has a lot of problems and you're always having to fix things, and it is really a downer and you find yourself struggling? That's up here. But when we move that 18 inches down to here, oh my goodness, it solves all the challenges. It solves all the problems, because spirit is always with us. And we can say, I need help. I need help right now. Show me the way. Tell me what to do. And then we can quietly wait. And something will happen. Might not be immediately, but something happens. A friend calls and says, I'm thinking about you. Hey, what do you? And you got an answer. Last evening, I had a friend text me from California and she said, hey, I'm really in a pickle. I have to have all this dental work. I never knew my teeth were so bad. And then I found out I didn't have a very good dentist and I needed to change dentists. And now I'm looking at a lot of work on my teeth. And I absolutely don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. And I simply said to her, well, let's start for a moment and just get centered in who we really are. And then the answers are going to start to flow. The answers are going to become apparent. And so she put her hand on her heart and we did some breathing and just really got still and quiet. And I said, so ask your question. What is your question? And she said, where am I going to get the money? She says, that's my really big concern is the money. And I have to find a new dentist because my dentist wants all the money up front. And he hasn't been a good fit and he's becoming more. So anyway, we talked and we spent time and she took time to breathe. And when we finished the conversation, she said, oh, those are so many good ideas and I didn't think to write them down. And I said, you know what? I did. I jotted them down. I will email them to you. But it is simply taking the time to go from get out of our head and get back into our heart. So let's go on. Let's see. Oh, okay. We are thinking, willing, knowing, conscious centers of life. Thinking, willing, knowing, conscious centers of life. We are surrounded by immersed in and flow, and there is flow through us, a creative something. Call it what you will. The sum total of all thought, will, purpose, and belief creates a tendency in this law that causes it to react to us according to the sum total of that belief. Yeah, so the question really remains, do you believe? Are you willing to expand? Are you willing to discover more and deeper truths of the ease and flow of life? Ignorance of the law excuses no one from its effects. If then certain specific ways of thought and belief have produced limitations, other beliefs will change them. We must learn to believe. The approach should be direct and it should be specific. I know that good is now mine, all good. Very simple. A great one to write down and to repeat during the day. I know good is mine. I know that good is mine, all good. What you are doing is, without a lot of prayer and everything else, you're breaking it down to the essence. I want the good. It is there for us. Let's take it. There is no mental coercion in this, and we do not will things to be done. Things are brought into being, not by will, but by the power of the self-assertive truth. How much can we demonstrate? That's a very good question. How much do I have to demonstrate? What do I have to do? Just what can one expect? How much can we see? How much can we accept? How much can we find in our consciousness that is no longer repudiated by our own denials? Whatever that is how much we have. So we'll take a quick look at good only, not good and evil. And this is really important. We must instill into the mind of individual proposition that good is without bounds. Good is there, it's bountiful, it is everywhere. Only good and loving kindness shall follow me all the days of my life. You probably recognize that from the 23rd Psalm. We must get this concept. This is really important here. Rather than continuing to think there is a power of evil as opposed to the power of good. We experience good and evil because we perceive a presence of duality rather than unity. So what we are moving into is out of the duality, good and bad, and into unity. Then knowing the thing can work for us only through us, let us begin to accept today more good than we experienced yesterday. Oh, that's a nice one to write down. I expect more good today than I had yesterday. What a great thing to write down and carry around and look at. Because we can tell we can tell God, we can tell the universe what we want, what we expect. I expect more good today than yesterday. Wow, just think of that. And to know that we shall reap a harvest of fulfilled desires. So we can say, I accept today good and more good than yesterday, and know that I will reap a harvest of fulfilled desires. That is opening us up instead of saying, I want this and I want this and I want this. God already knows our desires. God already knows our what we want. God already knows our weaknesses. God already knows our strengths. Then, knowing that this thing can work for us, only through us, let us begin to accept more and more. The time must come when we shall have left the apparent, in quotes, evil behind. Then it shall be rolled up like a scroll and numbered with the things which were once thought to be. Let us realize and work with a sound knowledge and perfect faith, that as high as we shall make our mark in the mind and spirit, so high shall its outward manifestation at and in our material world. So, and it all goes back. It all goes back to the simple statement. Good is universal, and as much good as any individual is able to incorporate in his or her life is there to be used. It all goes back. How simple. And it's in simple because we are out here in awareness, in consciousness, rather than in the confines of this mind trying to think and trying to figure everything out. I have a paper on my desk. You can't see it, but it says, "Don't think, get out into reality." And so that's where I'm going to leave you today. No, how it works. Don't think, get out into reality. Take the step, and it is magnificent. And by the way, if anybody does not have a Science of Mind textbook, you can text Michael, and I will be happy to Xerox those pages and email them back to you. So if that's what you need to get yourself started, hey, he can just forward on the text to me, and we will take care of you. That's what we are here today. Thank you all. It's been a pleasure to be with you and to be one in the energy. Ho.
Thank you, Carolyn. That was great. I really liked the last part where you said, just be out there, get out into reality, and just do it. I like that. So I'm going to turn this over to anybody else who has any questions or comments.
It's really wonderful. First of all, thank you, Caroline. That was wonderful. And I was thinking, oh, please have her read this. And I love. First of all, this is for Deb or anyone else who is thinking about becoming a practitioner. I'm going to give you a question and the answer on the practitioner test. They will say, using the symbol of the farmer or the story of the farmer, explain the science of mind. And so the whole idea of the farmer going out into the field, sowing the seed into the soil, and then reaping a result. So that's the whole idea of us going ahead and and putting that thought, the thinker, the thought, into the soil or the great law of the universe and experiencing a result. We are thinking, willing, knowing conscious centers of life. How cool is that? And we are surrounded by and immersed in, and there's flowing through us a creative something. Call it whatever you will. The sum total of our thoughts, will, purpose, and belief creates a tendency in this law that causes it to react to us according to the sum total of the belief. And then the next sentence says, ignorance of the law excuses no one from the effects. If certain specific ways of thought and belief have produced limitations or things in our lives that we don't like or agree with, guess what? The good news is that other beliefs will change them. We must learn to believe. The approach should be direct and it should be specific. Thank you, Caroline. These words really spoke to me today, and I really appreciate you bringing them forth. So,
Really good.
Good.
Good. Okay.
Really, really good.
Really good. But it was such an epiphany, and I have read this before. But when it was saying, hey, this is so simple. This is all we have to do. And once you get the simplicity of it, it's like, how can we not do this? How can we not? Because the rewards are just so great. They are so fantastic. And the nice thing is, if you get stuck, you've got practitioners here to turn to. Any one of the speakers at Summit Spiritual, you can turn to them for help. And that to me is a best kept secret. And that's why I feel it's really important if people just get those 5 pages and really look at them, it will change their life.
Tim, you had a comment, or you at one point you did, anyways. Okay. No, all right. Okay. Well, thank you again, Caroline. I'm going to turn this over to John to sing us out or do a song for us.
All right. Well, this is a song I had been working on for years. Again, I keep writing my song, but it has one thing that's very good for us in the middle of cold winter is warmth. So there's warmth in here and light and all kinds of good things, called Light Us. Light us a warmth like a gentle breeze in summertime that feels so good, like fingers stroking through your hair. A breeze that moves the leaves, but not too noisily, just enough to notice that the weather is so fair. Light us a warmth that melts our hearts so slowly, like a fire we build to take a chill away. We can feel it warming up, thankful for its goodness, the kind of feeling we really want to stay. Light us a spark that gets us really moving, like a smooth ride builds to a quickened pace, not a surge to short-term speeds of excess, but a growing, lasting through time and space. Light us a warmth that melts our hearts so slowly, like a fire we build to take a chill away. We can feel it warming up, thankful for its goodness, the kind of feeling we really want to stay. Light us a light that makes our life much brighter, like the sun burns through the clouds to brighten up the day, or like one more evening candle added every minute to better see the smiles lighting up your face. Light us a beacon of peace that makes us calmer, as a safe harbor, like music soothes the soul, as sharing time with friends can lift your heart in hard times. Pursuing your purpose is an inspiring goal. Light us a warmth that melts our hearts so slowly, like a fire we build to take a chill away. We can feel it warming up, thank goodness, the kind of feeling we really want to stay.
Thank you, John. That was beautiful. It is that time in our service where we have the opportunity to give. And so with that, there are several ways you can give. You can go to Zelle, or you can go to PayPal and go to sscofakron@gmail.com. That's sscofakron@gmail.com and give that way. Or you can send a check with the word Summit on it to 1199 Lexington Avenue, Akron, Ohio 44310, and we will also get it that way as well. And we appreciate everybody who gives. It allows us to continue. You wouldn't think on being on Zoom that we wouldn't have expenses, but we still do with expenses. So thank you for keeping your gifts and helping us keep our light going out here. All right. So with that, just with me, take your right hand, symbolically take your right hand over top of left, and know with me, all that we have, all that we give, all that we receive is blessed in a very gracious manner. It is going to the work of Summit Spiritual Center, or Summit Center for Spiritual Living. And it not only goes to helping change the world, it also helps to change the individual. And with that, I'm just so grateful and thankful. So it is. Amen. Okay, so good, John.
good and more good is mine, and ever increasing good is mine. Unlimited, infinite good is mine. Wherever I go, I see good. Whatever I do, I feel oh so good. I'm worthy and entitled to good and more good. Good clouds itself upon us, wraps itself around us. We give ourselves permission to express more good, express more good. Good, more good is ours, and ever increasing good is ours. Thank you, Spirit, and so it is.
All right, thank you. And it is time for announcements. Michael, are you coming back or not?
Hey, there it is.
I am omnipresent.
Okay.
I am everywhere present, all at the same time. ntmedia.org, ntmedia.org. We had a great first class with Carol Ann Drick on Wednesday.
Yes.
If you would like to join us, please do so. Oh, no more?
No,
Oh, she's cutting it off.
no, it's closed.
It's closed. Okay. Well, I intend on doing other things on Wednesday evening. So Carol Ann and I have some surprises for you in the future. So we to be announced. But Wednesday nights at the summit, that's what we're going to start doing. And so, but Carol Ann, I tell you what, when we close, you know, as I say with Jim Webb's classes on Sunday evening, you know, when, you know, you got to sign up for them because they're absolutely wonderful. So again, thank you. And ntmedia.org is where I spend most of my week. And John, what are you doing these days?
Well, aside from winter parties and, you know, shoveling snow when it falls, yeswise.com. I post a blog there, and I have an Inspire blog that you should find interesting. And I also starting to put more of my songs up. So I'll post those there, and also at my johndavidmiller.com for the music.
Are there any other announcements from anybody? All right. If not, then it'll be that time where we'll do our moment of silence. And okay, I see he's getting the bell. All right. So what we do with this moment of silence is we'll ring the bell and go into silence. And at that time, bring into your hearts and minds someone's, whether it be a family member, neighbor, or coworker, well, whoever it may be that may need some extra prayer right now, for whether it be for illness or prosperity or abundance or just for peace in the situation of this world. We just know that. So as Michael rings it in, we'll go to silence, and then he'll ring it out, and that'll be the end of the moment of silence. Thank you.
Okay, Diana, if you hear this, please give me a thumbs up.
The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
We are the people of love. We are the people of love. Sing out, people, sing out love. We are the people of love. We are the people of peace. We are the people of peace. Sing out, people, sing out peace. We are the people of peace. We are the people of joy. We are the people of joy. Sing out, people, sing out joy. We are the people of joy. We are the people of love. We are the people of love. Sing out, people, sing out love. We are the people of love. We are the people of love.
All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this ends our service for today. Next week, John will be on the. Okay, it's not the way it works because we just did that today. What it does.
What it does. Yeah.
What it does is what John's going to be talking about. So, and then on the following week, it'll be Michael with how to use it. And then the first week in February, we're going to start with doing the first 5 steps of the science of mind. Or the first treatment, the 5 steps of treatment. And Carol Ann's going to lead us with that. So, all right. So thank you. And Hannah, you can end our Facebook feed. And